I'm the hybrid limousine riding, green jet flying, holistically wheeling dealing, and kiss stealing son of a gun. I'm the nature boy, Chuck Flair. Woo!
You heard him. That's the nature boy, Mr. Organic himself, Mr. Chuck Carroll Flair. I'm Adam Carricker. You're listening and watching Fourth and Pain, the only pro wrestling and football show to be hosted by an NFL player and a weight loss champion. Check us out every day, Eastern Time, 1 p.m., fourthandpain.com, every Sunday morning, 8 to 9 a.m. on 106.7 The Fan. Say hello, Chuck.
Hi there. Interesting switching roles this go around, isn't it?
It is. It's a little different.
I mean, well, you know, real quick before we dive into this, I think that you actually, the last time you did an intro like that was about a year ago. You've actually made great strides. I'm proud of you. You're becoming a real-life broadcaster and a media member, Adam. Congratulations.
No, absolutely not. That is the lowest blow you can hit me with, even for you. Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
And
all right, let's do this.
Yeah, here we go. Top 10 media market. And we're going to start this wrestling segment here on Fourth and Pain, talking about our top crossover dream matches between WWE and TNA stars. Guys that will never face each other because they're in two separate promotions. But we went through, Adam, and we ranked the top 5 guys we thought on each roster, and we kind of paired them up with who we thought their best suited opponent would be. And so at number 5, who do we have?
I'm extremely excited about this. This is like the top 5 dream crossover matches of all time, and I'm extremely excited about this. TNA versus WWE. At number 5, we have Vegan versus Vegan. We have the Beard and Daniel Bryant versus Austin Aries and the wine drinker connoisseur himself. My favorite wrestler of the modern day era, Austin Aries, great on the mic. Daniel Bryant's very good on the mic, surprisingly enough to me, and they both are awesome in the ring. This would make for great mic battles and in-ring skills. What are your thoughts, Chuck?
And physically, I think that, you know, the Beard aside, they match up pretty well together. These guys are two guys that really, they work their way up. These weren't, you know, hand-chosen guys by either promotion. They really had to fight and claw for everything that they got in this business. And they know how to work in the ring. Forget the microphone. They know how to work. I would love to ref this match. That's unbelievable. At number 4, the best in the world versus the longest reigning champion in TNA history. We're talking about CM Punk versus Bobby Roode. Adam, this is another match completely enticing to me. And you may say, well, how is it that CM Punk is ranked number 4 on your list of WWE talent? Just wait till we get to the top 3 and you'll definitely agree. But you know what? It's hard to say that he's going to be matched up any better than anybody on our TNA list with Bobby Roode. These are another, I don't know, just a couple of wrestlers that really seem to mesh well together. What kind of a match do you see this being?
Well, CM Punk is the best in the world, or the best that WWE has to offer. Bobby Roode is the longest reigning TNA champion in history, so he is the best that TNA has to offer. And these two going head-to-head, the it factor, the leader of the selfish generation, the Mr. Pipe Bomb himself, CM Punk. This would be a great match. I think it would be awesome.
At number 3 here on the Fourth and Pain, WWE TNA crossover dream match list, The Undertaker versus Abyss. Could be fun for WrestleMania 30. Is Abyss really the guy that would end the streak, Adam?
I don't know if he would be the guy that would end the streak. What we both liked about this, and there's a couple of guys higher on the list from the TNA side that we thought about, but this is almost monster versus monster-esque type match. Now, I know Kane, the Undertaker's brother, is dubbed the Monster, the Big Red Monster, but I like the pairing of this, the two dark sides. I think it would be awesome. I don't know that he would break the streak. This would obviously be a WrestleMania 30 for the streak. I don't know if he's the guy to break it, but I think the pairing would be awesome.
Yeah, man. Again, this is a guy, it makes sense on paper. And you know what? I wouldn't even mind seeing Kane thrown into this equation a little bit. I think that's just shoot, man. We've been looking for a trio to take on the Shield for some time. As long as we're living in fantasy land, how about that?
I love it.
Yeah.
Abyss, Kane, Undertaker versus the Shield, or the Wyatt family. There you go. That would be awesome.
That is WrestleMania caliber. Number 2 on the list, the Battle of the Golden Boys. John Cena in one corner representing WWE, AJ Styles in the other representing Impact Wrestling. Adam, does it get any bigger and better than this?
CM Punk may be the best that they have to offer, but John Cena is Mr. WWE, the guy that just will not leave. He won't wrestle anywhere else. Seriously, he won't leave. But he's Mr. WWE versus Mr. TNA, the house that AJ Styles built. You watch it every night on Impact. Cena versus Styles, Mr. WWE, Mr. TNA.
Have nothing to add to that other than our number one match, The Rock versus Sting. Love this one. Wanted to go a different direction. Everybody says Sting versus Undertaker, Undertaker versus Sting, WrestleMania. No, we're original here on Fourth and Pain, and the more I got to thinking about it, the more I love this matchup. It coulda, shoulda, woulda happened when WWF then bought WCW back in the day, but Sting said, no, I'm not joining you, Vince McMahon. I'm sitting back for a while, and then he went on to TNA, and The Rock never left WWE. So here we are, the dream match.
Little sidetrack note. I saw a video where Sting explained why he never came to WWE. It was actually something that happened to The Rock. Booker T came to the ring. Rock turned around, saw him, goes, "Who are you?" Basically, Sting knew if he went there, he'd have to start over. Little known fact. But basically, the reason I love this match is these are two of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I love The Rock because he's great on the mic. The most electrifying man with the mic in his hands in history. Sting, the Crow Sting. He's got to be the Crow Sting. Long hair, white face paint, coming out of the rafters. Never spoke. I think the opposite would be so awesome to watch in this pairing of an all-time epic matchup.
Scorpion Death Drop or Rock Bottom? Who goes out on top?
If it's not tied to any promotion, just completely independent, I got to go with Sting.
There you go. Hard for me to disagree with that. If this is in a completely neutral arena, then it's going to be Sting all the way. You're watching Fourth and Pain with Adam Carricker, Redskins defensive end, and me, the weight loss champion, Chuck Carroll. Adam, this is kind of a unique thing you wanted to do with the rest of the segment. I'm actually going to turn things over to you, and I believe you're going to pepper me with questions because exciting things are happening.
Now let's talk about, how does a man grow to be? You're 5'4", is that correct?
5'5".
5'5". Okay, 5'5" and 420 pounds. Talk to us about how that happened.
Well, very simple. I didn't take care of myself. I was drinking. I was smoking. I was eating 10,000 calories a day.
Wow.
Back in my Fourth and Pain radio days, I was billed as Big Chuck, and so I always kind of justified my size as playing up this Big Chuck role on another radio station, and that wasn't healthy. I was going to die, and even after I left radio, I kept feeding that persona. I left radio for a time, and I kept eating those 10,000 calories a day because I still was Big Chuck. But you know what? Big Chuck wasn't going to see 30, so I decided that some things need to change, and I wanted to see that big 3-0 and celebrate the birthday. Happy to report, now I'm a slim trim 160 and 31.
Lost 260 pounds. That is, I want to real quickly, you've written an article about this. 10,000 calories. Yeah. Just briefly, what was in a typical day of Chuck Carroll's diet back then?
Good Lord, man. Okay, well, I never, ever ate breakfast, and that was a big part of it. So I somehow managed to squeeze in 10,000 calories between lunch and dinner. And by lunch, I mean I would go over to Boston Market, get a half of a chicken with 3 sides and a huge soda. Then a couple hours later, have like a snack from the vending machine. I'd go home. I'd stop off at 7-Eleven, get 6 taquitos and a sandwich and a big old thing of milk, and I would chug that down. Then I'd eat like a whole pizza and a half for dinner with buffalo wings and cheese sticks to go along with that. And then for a snack, well, I would probably have that other half of a pizza that was cold or another sandwich at that point with more chips. So that's how you get to 10,000 calories in a day. It was ridiculous, man. I had a 66-inch waist.
That is, dude, I've heard it before, but every time I hear it, it's just mind-blowing. But you wanted to live to see your 30th birthday. You wanted to live beyond. That's the inspiration for losing weight. So talk to us a little bit about how you lost the weight, the process.
Well, I make no qualms about this, man. I mean, I'm upfront when I tell people that I had gastric bypass surgery. And now a lot of people are quick to dismiss that and say, well, you know what, gastric bypass, you cheated to lose the weight. Buddy, there is nothing cheating about gastric bypass surgery. I defy you to go through what I did and come out on the other side as well as I did. Is that a little bit egotistical? Absolutely. But the fact of the matter is, I was sliced open, not laparoscopically. I have a huge scar that runs the length of my chest where they literally ripped me open and reworked my insides. I had to work back, work those muscles, learn how to eat again, learn how to walk again, and start from scratch. Oh, and by the way, a lot of people that go through this, they also put the weight back on because they don't transform their lifestyle. I attribute 10, count it, 10% of my weight loss to the surgery. The other 90% has to do with lifestyle and educating myself and making proper food decisions, learning how to truly eat, learning what's really in that ingredients list. That's how I saved my life, not through the surgery.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you right now, the surgery doesn't discredit anything in my eyes. The fact that you did it, the fact that you didn't put the weight back on, the fact that you got it off, kept it off, continue to keep it off, to me, that is awesome, as the Miz would say. Now, I want to get into a little bit about, because I go out to eat with you, and I see what you eat, and it's salads, it's healthy, and I try to eat very healthy, but I get 4 cheat meals a week. Okay, so we'd go out to eat, and I'd have my cheat meal, and you'd have a salad, and you'd look at me and go, "This is my cheat meal."
Yeah.
What the hell? A salad is a cheat meal. I didn't understand this until you started to explain to me the difference between processed food and organic food. Now, you just went down to Austin, Texas, where there was an organic summit, maybe Whole Foods Summit.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about organic foods, the Whole Foods Summit, and that whole deal.
Yeah, well, organic food, well, see, organic food, a lot of people have a misconception that just because it's organic, it's automatically healthy. That's not the case. The fact of the matter is, as we've discussed on the show, there are the same amount of calories in organic food as there are in traditional conventional foods. The organic process, simply put, cleans it up, makes sure that there's not a lot of those toxins and pesticides, and it's not genetically modified by any stretch of the imagination, has been radiated. Okay, that's another big one for organic food. But all the calories are still there. Okay, so when I say organic, really, I'm saying I'm eating clean. That's my choice because I think that there is a lot of long-term health benefits associated with that. Now, going down to Austin, Texas, that has to do with Whole Foods. They got wind of my story. They flew me down. They picked my brain for a few days, and that was really an honor and a treat. And honest to God, I've never eaten better in my life. I was so humbled that that company caught wind of my story and invited me down. I just think that, man, I mean, what a debt of gratitude, because as you know, that's my place, man. I mean, that is where I do my shopping.
I talked to you afterwards, and you were happy. You were excited. You said they were trotting you around like you were King Tut, and deservedly so, man. What you've done is awesome. I know I give you a lot of crap. I would never make fun of your height, but I definitely give you kudos for your weight loss. It is awesome. I'm an amateur interviewer here. I will admit that. I'm used to being interviewed. Is there anything else you would like to add or let the folks know about yourself and your process of weight loss?
Well, not necessarily about myself. I mean, if you ever have any weight loss or healthy eating questions, that's the reason why we do the weight loss tips of the week, is so that I can kind of pass this knowledge forward, pay it forward. And I know that there is one listener in particular. I'm not going to drop his name because I'm not sure he'd be comfortable, sharing this, but I know that there's one listener in particular who loves Fourth and Pain, who wrote in and said, "Hey, Chuck, you know what? You really inspired me to make some changes in my life. I'm going to clean up my lifestyle." He actually went and got the surgery and told me recently that I was his hero. And to me, that really was so gratifying and just kind of justified everything that we've been trying to do with this show as far as breaking down that arena, letting people know in this ultra macho, eat to excess, beer, burgers, wings, pizza, football. In that arena, there's also a place for a healthier lifestyle. So that is kind of what I want people to take away from Fourth and Pain, if nothing else.
Hey, you know what, man? I do this show with you every day. This is a subject where you definitely don't come up short. You are head and shoulders above everyone else, and I have a lot of respect for you in this area. We do a weight loss tip every week, as you mentioned. Send this man your weight loss questions, organic, whole food questions. He will be there to answer. We will be right back. For now, this is Fourth and Pain.
Weight loss champion Chuck Carroll here with your Fourth and Pain weight loss tip of the week, and it's time to get caliente, baby. Kick up your weight loss routine a notch by adding a little spice to your life. Research shows that spicy foods actually raise your body temperature, thereby raising your metabolism. Now, why is this important? It's because a boosted metabolism means you're burning more calories. We're talking about red chili peppers, jalapeno, habanero peppers, even ginger spice has enough kick to make you wanna become a weight loss champion, huh?